Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Pro Charts video. My name is Jake Sweeney, trader here at Verified Investing. Today we got a commodities video. We're going to cover oil, natural gas, and the ETFs of gold and silver. Metals under pressure today. Oil spiking up. Trying to get a bounce today. UNG under a lot of pressure. Let's get in the charts, guys, and see what's moving. All right, we're going to be checking out U.S. oil first, as just this past week, we're starting to see an increase in oil. And we were just getting used to this decline as we were able to get out of this wedge pattern on U.S. oil, and it broke to the downside. The consumers were starting to see this at the pump, where gas was starting to go below $4, well, at least here in Florida, and it was going really nice as oil was treading down here. But since tensions in the Middle East have now continued to escalate, and now we're bombing them again. And guess what? Oil is back up near $80 a barrel. Right now, we're sitting at about $79 a barrel. As we saw on Monday, a huge jump up from, last week's, from Friday's close. Just from Friday, we're up another 10% on oil. So as we see, really quick here, so this downsloping trend line, as we broke out of this wedge, this line became resistance and shut it down on that strong push on Monday. But then on Tuesday was able to confirm above it, and now we are consolidating. So it's curious to see, we could consolidate in this tight range before shooting on higher. Usually when you see this tight consolidation for a bull flag, you want to see maybe 7 days of a time count, but we shall see, and that is on the daily. So right now I do have this upsloping trend line that now price is jumping away. Let's make this a little better. Yeah. If price does come back down, both of these trend lines are going to act as support. This one, downsloping one, that was as resistance, now support. So this could give a bounce if it tests to the downside, maybe in the 75 region. But then we have this upsloping trend line near term from recent price action come July. So right here at the $75 threshold, as we go into the weekend tomorrow, curious to see if we stay in this consolidation range, or if we start to test these support trend lines. And if we do, we're likely to break through this 81.19 resistance level on oil. This is the low pivot that was stopping price action on Tuesday. And since Wednesday, yesterday, and today, we were unable to get as high to test that level, although still above $80 a barrel. So this is the key level for here to watch on oil. Hopefully this doesn't, I don't want to see crazy prices filling up anymore. I'm already getting used to this, better commute. All right, guys, let's get into natural gas. It's still the summer, and not a lot of people are using gas as we continue to go lower. We saw this huge sell-off since last Wednesday, and where we closed just above 1150, and now we're down 10% as UNG is now at 1040. We broke below this upsloping trend line that we have from April 29th that was getting price action all through here, and since we broke it. We also broke this key support low pivot at 1060, and now we're struggling to confirm back above it. As we saw on Friday, we just closed right on the trend line, sold off into Monday, trying to make, and then near term, as we see these pivots are getting higher. So we are printing higher highs on the daily, but very near term and short price range for that. But this huge sell-off into the morning, which we now are getting a recovery bounce as we got about 30 minutes left until markets close. But now this pivot that was support now becomes resistance. So for UNG, as we're seeing this sharp decline followed by some sideways consolidation, this may be printing some inside bar action, but I'd be early to call it a true bear flag or something. So near term, this is the resistance for UNG 1060. But if we keep falling lower, we're going to catch support here on this 1028 pivot as we did Monday. And it's nice to see that we're able to close above this. But watch this pivot here at 1026, just below that 1028, and look for a daily close above this level. If we get a close below this level, it looks like we're going to be heading towards this 10.11 cent support level, and then we could be trending lower into the sub 10s, into the 9 area for natural gas. Thank you guys so much for just watching so far into the video. I still got 2 more tickers, but I just want to thank you guys for spending your time with me and watching my videos. And, you know, I'm always trying to get better each and every single day. And, you know, as we see, we're covering currencies, commodities, and all stocks and equities in between. But I really do appreciate it. Just want to thank you guys for that. Let's get back to the charts. We're looking at GLD, 2 more. As we kind of have this pseudo downsloping wedge on gold, GLD, the ETF. And these usually break to the upside. So we shall see as the upper trend line is steeper and price is touching this one more, but we're seeing a major hit today as we're trending lower, and we broke below this pivot today, and we're still down 2% and near the lows of the day for GLD. Now, since we're breaking below this pivot, and because we're about, as I said, 29 minutes till close, we're catching support here on this low candle body. But I was curious to see if we can stay above this 363.32 level on a daily close for GLD. If we're going to close below this level, these long-term pivots, going back to this pivot low of October 28, 2025, could come into play, and that is the 360.12 level. That is going to offer some major support for GLD, as well as, yeah, sorry about that, 361.37. That is a much stronger support level, and then that 360 right below that. So GLD fallen on today, but there's plenty of support in these levels to keep gold above the 360 handle. Last thing we're looking at is SLV, silver. Same thing. We kind of have this down sloping wedge pattern, and we're seeing metals under pressure today, as silver now down to 50.17. Got low as $50.02 before getting a bounce. Now we have this low pivot here for support at 50.31, and now we're already trending down below it. If we go to intraday, let's go to that 50.31 level. As you see, this is why I pick these pivots for support. It may seem kind of straightforward, but as you see, just this morning at 9:40, we went low to this 50.31 level, got a bounce, got 3 more bounces, then a sharp bounce back to VWAP. We went down, bounced again, all the way up to the second, if not third, standard deviation band. And since, another sharp fall back to this 50.31 level. And as you keep hammering on these levels, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, eventually these trend lines are going to break. And if you even see, if you have this keen eye, there's kind of a 1 minute pseudo head and shoulders pattern. And then we got this sharp fall. With this sharp fall, we finally busted through this trend line, and it is now resistance. And as we're going to later in the day, price tried to reclaim that 50.31 level and is getting shut down. Price tried to reclaim that 50.31 level again, and it's now getting shut down from the from the first standard deviation to the downside. This 49.99 sub levels for silver is coming into play really quick. Watch out on silver and gold into the close as we watch those. If we go below 50, I really like this 49.25 high pivot area, and then also this consolidation traded area at 48.41. Two tight knit support levels for silver if we get below the $50 handle. That is all I got for you guys today. Again, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Appreciate the time that you spend with me. And we're going to knock out some more videos later this week. And I got always some more content for you guys coming, and some good action and some good levels to give you guys some tradable insights. Until then, guys, thank you so much and have a great day. Take care now.